So here we are dealing with unauthorized expenditure. But let me begin by saying the mistake that we made is not to take a decision when this happened before we embark on 2019 on paying, because council have already paid. I did mention in the morning that my worry in this one is
Speaker. Speaker.
Yes, Councillor Nkosi?
No, I'm not Councillor Ngos. May I proceed with my speech? I was not done.
No. Councillor Nkosi, you are not recognized.
No.
Councillor
It's
Nkosi?
not up to you to tell me that. I
Hey,
have tried to
ngesizwe
speak in this
ngawe.
council, so you're not going to decide that to shut me down like that.
Mthetho.
No, as I was saying, I'm not done.
Councillor Mthetho.
Sifuna ukuhamba imithetho.
Order. Councillor Mthetho, I gave you an opportunity to speak.
Yes,
You
and I
decided
spoke.
to play, don't listen, I stand against the rules. Because Mthetho, you are deliberate to provoke me. I'm avoiding you. Councillor Nkosi,
Don't
proceed.
make gestures.
I'm
You are
avoiding
getting-
to be provoked.
Stop making gestures.
I'm avoiding to be provoked.
Clarity, Speaker.
Councillor Nkosi, you're on the floor.
Clarity, please.
Speaker.
A point of order, Speaker.
Point of
Speaker.
order.
Speaker from this side. Councillor Mkopozi. Speaker.
Koposi?
Yeah, no, Speaker, we wish to make a point of order relating to a conduct of a councillor who is a council. At some point, we must agree that there are rules, and the rules are determined in the manner in which this council is run by the Speaker. The point of order is that we can no longer just accept, he cast aspersion on the earlier remarks and he did not withdraw. And now we continue believing this House must accept his conduct of interjecting the Speaker, who has a right to determine how this council is run. May he withdraw that conduct.
Thank you, Councillor Koposi. Councillor Nkosi?
Speaker,
Point of order here, please, Speaker.
I'm noting.
Speaker, you just took the ANC's point of order. How are you deciding not to take other
Councillor
points of
Councillor
orders?
Nkosi?
I was recognized.
Speaker, if you cannot respect,
Councillor
council
Kavende,
members
you are
here,
not recognized.
we cannot participate in this meeting then.
Councillor Nkosi? Order.
bengisathi-ke somlomo
No, let's not make noise. Let's continue with the spirit of starting the meeting. We are still in the council meeting. I know that is late, you are exhausted. Some of you are emotional. Calm down. We are still in.
ngiyabonga somlomo sengibona ukuthi angikhulume
Speaker.
ngesiZulu bengisathi-ke
Sorry,
somlomo
ma'am, sorry.
Speaker,
sengibona ukuthi somlomo
Speaker,
No, I'm not recognizing you. Councillor Nkosi?
Somlom, Councillor Ubeghe was next on your list.
No. I know what I'm doing. Slow eyes. Councillor Nkosi?
somlomo ngithi ngiqala nje kuvele izikhulumi lapha eceleni kuyangiphazamisa lokho kakhulu ngicela ukuhlonishwa nami noma kungelutho bengisathi-ke somlomo iphutha elenzeka ukuthi ngo-2019 uma sibhekana nalolu daba singalithathi isinqumo siliqedele lonke njenge-council. Kubuhlungu ukuthi sesibuya sizohlalela lolu daba sekuhlukumezeke abasebenzi abasebenza ofisini ka-CFO kanjalo nabakwa-Water and Sanitation. Noza kwethu ukuthi la eThekwini sekuyinsakavukela ukuthi kube nama-officials alimazwayo ukuthatha impilo zawo. Kungenzeka-ke lolu daba silikhulume lidlalise kodwa lubucayi uma ulibheka ngoba le council sathatha isinqumo ngo-2019 ukuthi fanele kube nama-independent auditors azohamba ayobheka ukuthi bula lapha nama ubheka ukuthi mangaka azokhokhelwa asebhekiwe mangaka angekakhokhelwa. Lokho kusho ukuthi umsebenzi wenziwe. Kodwa ke somlomo ngifisa ukusho ukuthi asingabeke sakha into ezokwenza ukuthi kube insakavukela ukuthi kwenzeke ngalolu hlelo. Masithatha isinqumo manje fanele siyimise lento ukuthi kungabikho abantu abazoqhamuka benze umsebenzi
Your
bengagunyaziwe.
time is
Imake
expired, Councillor
ngiqede.
Nkosi. Councillor Bekte.
Ade ngiphazamiseka somlomo.
Councillor Bekte.
Hayi awukho fair kodwa kimi.
Councillor Bekte, you are
Yes, you know, a couple of years ago, we sat with very much the same type of decision here. And those times, that day it was 130 for housing in Forweni, where the same type of arguments were put to the table. Up to today, nobody has been able to show me any of these to take us to them. Similarly, there was another one of these, very similar, and also the same department, where it stood towards the ablutions. At that time, it was 35 million. This as council and as councillors rest upon us a responsibility. We are the custodians and the oversight of custodians of processes. Here there's a flaw in the process. The administration flawed. They made a mistake. They did not put enough checks and balances in place, and they came and now you must pay for it. And the municipality says, well, you know what, we don't really know whether we did or not, and then they even get an outside contract to go and verify, which also isn't able to verify all the claims. And we say, well, now we've got value for money, we're going to pay them because they are putting, now suddenly we must pay them. So tomorrow morning, somebody else will stand in front of the door, and the day before, after that, somebody else. We're talking about ablution blocks. Those who move around the municipality will know. Now, we are asked to condone this, and when it comes back as the AG's report, what are we going to say then? It's blatant. It's not even a doubt that it was done wrong from the beginning. Yet we are asked to again and again approve it. Where's the accountability? Why is there, who's the official that flawed on this one? Why was there not a clerks of work involved to sign this off? Why was the checks and balances left to the very people that we paid to do it? How can we have the people being a referee and a player? It's impossible. This caucus of the DA will never ever support this. And everybody that supports this today is complicit when the AG comes. Remember this day, because it will happen. And then you're going to have to answer why you didn't do what you were legally obliged to do, is to say no, that is wrong from the beginning. We will not support it. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councillor Ngongo.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I would really be worried if I was a party in government, because this item shows that we are becoming a spaza shop. How can we allow a situation where someone go and do work beyond the scope, and then we come and say that person was paid without any formal extension for that person to do that work? It's a concern. So now you're expecting us to unauthorized expenditure. But unfortunately, for some of us who are on ESCO, we can't see exactly where is accountability. Are the consequence tools around this matter? It's a concern, Speaker, because there's nothing that says who will account and how we're going to make sure that there's investment. So with that, Speaker, we can't really support this item.
Thank you, Councillor Ngwengwe.
Somlomo, mhlambe siyocela ukuthi ngolunye usuku mesinemhlangano usiphathele ibreathalyzer. Ibehavior yabanye ikhombisa ukuthi engathi babuye baphume benze into engalungile. Somlomo, mhlambe ufuna sikhumbuzisane ukuthi ngo-2019 kwayalelwa umnyango wezamanzi ukuba wenze nation ukwenza isiqiniseko ukuthi labo bantu ababehlonzwa njengabantu ababenza umsebenzi ngabe ngempela umsebenzi wenzeka yini. And this report reflect ukuthi khona okwenzakalile kwabanjwa ngesandla, but khona okunye noma kwakuthiwa kwenzakalile kodwa abanganelisanga ababenza lolu cwaningo. So ke sithi ke Somlomo enye into ebalekile ile ethi abantu ikakhulukazi ma beneficiaries kuma ablution okumphakathi iqiniso ukuthi kuleyo mphakathi kunabantu abayingxenye beqashiwe besebenza babengakaze bahole kuze kube namhlanje okwabantu bakithi and okwesibili njoba kade esho ukhansela uNkosi ngenxa yokuthi umkhandlu wathi akwenziwe lolo phenyo lenziwe asikwazi selenziwe uphenyo sesinayo ireport kodwa siqhubeke si-ignore ukuthi kunabantu abenza umsebenzi bangakhokhelwa umkhandlu ngaleyo ndlela ke somlomo as African National Congress we accept this report but okubalekile ukuthi izimo ezifana nalezi kufanele senze isiqiniseko ukuthi in future sigwema ngayo yonke indlela ukwenzela ukuthi uhulumeni wethu sihlezi siuhulumeni oletha idingo zabantu kanjalo nokuqhubekisa phambili into ye clean governance siyabonga somlomo
Councillor Madlala.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I don't know because Councillor Mngwengwe was not part of the executive in the morning. The issue of the sobriety was raised and it became something else. But that is on a lighter note. Honorable Speaker, we support.
Speaker.
Yes, Councillor Ntuli.
Thank you, Speaker. Please allow me to take you to the Rules of Order, Section 16D, which I'm going to read, which states that not to use offensive or objectionable language or make any remarks, opinion, statement, allegation, gesture, or accusation of a disparaging nature. Councillor Madlala,
Order.
together with Councillor Peggy Mngwengwe, are making disparaging remarks and accusations with regards to everyone who has spoken in this particular item when they intuit that a breathalyzer and alcohol tests are needed
Order.
in this house. That is very wrong and it's breaking of this rule. And you need to take it into consideration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Ntuli. Your point of order is overruled. Councillor Madlala, proceed. Order.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Mayangazi kushiwo kanjani lento ngesingisi ngiyaqonda.
Councillor Madlala, can you please confine yourself to a debate? Don't respond to your
No,
fellow
I'm not
councillor.
responding. Bengisho nje ukuthi ngasekhaya.
You will forfeit your right to
Ngasekhaya
speak.
khona into ekuthiwa uhlatshwa yini.
Councillor Madlala, you will forfeit your right to speak. Can you please debate?
At the executive committee in the morning, Honorable Speaker, we debated this item and these are the points we made and we want to repeat them here. One is that this matter is historical, as Councillor Mngwengwe has alluded. Secondly, when we agreed to the process, we were agreeing to this meeting today because the process was surely going to lead somewhere. We are there now where we've mandated people to go and investigate. We said it should not be the officials, they must get someone who has forensic expertise. That person was contracted, he went in, he investigated. Now the report is back with us. Now we must take decisions because there was always a question that people worked, there was value for money because the community is using these particular blocks and therefore these people are claiming money from us. Now, there are historical examples of these things happening and the outcomes, as Councillor Pierre was saying. We now said there needs to be consequence management. If it is found that there was a councillor or an official of this municipality who was complicit in this irregularity, that person must be found and brought to book. Secondly, we said we need to develop policies and controls which are going to prevent future occurrences of these things where someone goes and works, and whether the person is a subcontractor or a third person or third party or whatever, works without a valid contract with the municipality and then comes back and claims the municipality. That is what we said. And then we said, however, having said everything that was said, it does not absolve us from the responsibility to pay for the services that we received as a municipality. We now know that there are those who are claiming that they worked, but they cannot prove, but we know that there are those who are claiming that they have worked, and surely it was found that they have worked, and a value for money was accrued to the municipality, and therefore we need to pay, because if they take us to court, they can found that we will be found wanting based on our own processes, because they'll only have to use our own reports against us in that court of law, and they'll find us, will be found wanting. So as the ANC, we support the item, Speaker. There's no criminality here. It's an irregular exercise, and we have powers as the municipality in terms of the regulations, that if there was an irregular exercise that has occurred and the municipality has satisfied itself that it is in the right path, you can regularize that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Madlala. Councillors, are the recommendation agreed?
Point of order.
No.
Point of order.
Let's have the board. Let's have the board.
Point of
please.
order ngaphambi kweboard.
Point of order, Councillor
Cha,
Nkosi.
ngicela ukubika la kuwena Mphodla Nkomo ukuthi awungiphethe kahle. Yazi ngikhulume isikhathi esingango 30 seconds. Akusona isikhathi se-IFP leso. Bengingakhuluma bakhuluma bafuthu. Akungiphethe impela kahle lokho. Angazi ngizokumangalela lapho ngoba wena ophethe.
Councillor Nkosi, I understand, but let's have a discussion in our corner, you know, corner lethu. So khuluma khona. Let me have the screen, please. Those who are in support of the recommendations, please raise your board so that we are counted. The board makes it clear and easier for my team to count instead of raising your hands only without a board. Raise your board. Thank you very much. You can lower your hands. Those who are voting against. Thank you very much. You can lower your hands. Those who abstain. Right. Those who are in support of the recommendation, 108.
Speaker.
Those
Speaker,
who are
sorry.
against,
Speaker.
60.
Speaker.
Those who abstain, 1. Therefore, the recommendations are carried through with the majority vote. Thank you.
Speaker.
City Manager. Yes, Councillor Mngwengwe.
No, Speaker, actually, I want bengifisa ukukhuluma before announce my result.
No, you can't do that.
Only Councillor Mngwango voted from Action SA.
No.
The
Councillor-
rest didn't vote.
Councillor Mngwengwe, you can't do that. City Manager.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The last item is purely an addendum from the item that we have already dealt with on alternative on-site sanitation. It was just the correction of the source in terms of the votes from which this budget will be taken from. So this resolution is tabled for consideration. Thank you.
Councillors, that is page 6, item 2.
Yes.
Councillors, are the recommendation agreed? Thank you. Oh, Councillor Kuala?
No.
Somlom. Jobi lokuzani item iphindi iba khona la kwi third supplementary. Shooting ngampela ukhansela uGwala ne IFP ngomlomo kaGwala bebeqinisile mabethi le item bekumele siyibuyisele la. Njengamanje ikhomba ukuthi kunaleyo loophole si amendwa at the same time. Ngizama ukuveza nje ngoba akusekho ukuhlehla kodwa
Ya, kahleke Councillor Kuala.
siya
Hayi
debate.
ungabuyisi debate seyidlulile.
Cha ngikhuluma ngale item.
Okay. Khuluma nge-item ungakhulumi nge-proposal ye-reference back.
Angisho ke Somlomo ithi lento njoba ilokhu iqhamuka ilokhu ivela. Bethu nawe uyavela la nawe uyavela la. Ukubi commission baningi abantu bebezoboshwa
Bezovela.
kodwa ke siyavumelana ngoba sesivumelene kodwa bekumele sibuyele emuva. Siyabonga.
Kodwa Councillor Kuala. Wahlupha Kuala sekuthe baba. Siyabonga Councillor Kuala. I'm getting an indication that those who are not in support, let me have the board, please. Have the screen. Let me have the screen. Those in support of the recommendation, please raise your hands. We're in page 2, page 6, item 2. Raise your hands if you're in support. Secretariat, let's do the counting. Okay. Oh, nice. Send right. Thank you. Those who are voting against? Those who are voting against? Those who abstain? Have we counted? Still counting.
It's abstain, not against.
Thank you very much. Can you lower your hands?
Speaker, that is
Those who abstain?
It's abstain. It's the DA
Speaker.
abstain.
It's abstain, yeah.
Yeah.
DA abstain.
Please fix it.
Yeah, can you correct that? DA is abstaining.
Thank you.
There were none who voted against. Eh? Yes. Yeah. Can you please correct that? Let me have the
Actually
numbers.
say abstain.
Can you have the numbers? Right, councillors, we are left with only one
action is taken-
item, the
yeah.
in-committee items.
Sorry Somlomo.
Councillor
before-
Nkosi?
No, ngicela ukubuza nje kule item esiphuma kuyo Somlomo ohloniphekile ukuthi yoba besike sayivotela ekuqaleni. Procedural se right in mesiphinda sivotele. Why singanothanga ama changes kwi source of funding? Ngicela
Yeah,
ung-
but indlela ebhalwe ngayo i-recommendation, it need the approval. Is the manner the recommendation are captured.
Ngibuza lokho ke Somlomo ukuthi si right in mesenza kanjalo.
Yeah, no, we are correct, of course. Thank you. The results or the recommendations of those who are in support of the recommendation, 111. Those who voted against, 0, of which is none. Those who abstain, 56. Therefore, the recommendation are being carried through. Thank you very much. Now we're going to release our officials to deal with the last in-committee item, then we close. Let's release the officials who are not supposed to be here, only those who are going to assist us in controlling the system, managing the timing, was going to assist me with counting of votes. But I get this still, but I get pushing it.
I pushing the face. About items. As
Yeah. So they're getting one arm.
cool.
That's it. Yeah, usala no sebulela nomntu one patch number. Yeah, upuzo. Oh, correct. Usala usenje. Oh, per minute. Usala usenje. Yeah. Yeah. Ngoba ba complain last time no chengabalekile kahle kubuza. Our incoming. Asizibambele sifayela. Uphethe wengekho nje. Awuzobhala usindama. Ubhala usindama capacity uzobhala. Wena uzobona office kusasa. Kodwa ntamba mama ngizothola siya into zona. Ngizobona umsindo lapha. Yes, I will then invite the Deputy Mayor to table the fourth supplementary agenda report of the executive. Deputy Mayor.
Somlomo Sibonge, ngicela ukwethula umbiko wesine we-committee executive ngiyabonga.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor.
Speaker, the fourth report of the Executive Committee is the report from their meeting which was held on the 31st of the 1st, 2024